to make a quick video on my new scan that I ran today. I call it my -9 weekly buy perfection off of TD Sequential. You'll notice when you get this little green triangle, that's considered a buy setup perfection off TD Sequential model. If you see, the last time this happened, I'm on Gala right here on a weekly chart. See, last time we got one of these was December 26th of 22. The next week you went up 104%. Okay? If that doesn't get your blood pumping, you need to go to your doctor because you got problems. All right? The last time before that, you had a -9, buy, setup, perfection. Very next candle, 28.87%. One before that, you didn't have a -9. You got it over here. You got a late buy perfection. Doesn't work as good. It only went up 4%, 4.2%. But, man, this 104, dude. And you're on a setup like this now. You got two 9s. You got a 13 over here. You got a 9, 13, 9. You got another 9. Now, this could go to another 13 on these red numbers. You're on a 7 now. So, we could have another 6 count of that coming up. And that's every 2 weeks. That's every 2 bars. You get one of these, what they call a continuation count, buy countdown. Now Gala, I think Gala's getting real close to the bottom. If you want to put in a Hail Mary bid, maybe 0.01216, maybe round it up 217, 220. I think that's a pretty decent level. Anyway, these are all the ones that came up on the scan today. Even Pepe has a -9. I mean, really, even Pepe and a buy perfection, green triangle, Floki. I'm not saying they can't go down more next week. Now, next week is historically the worst week of the stock market. So I would go all in, this week. I would save a little dry powder. I'd save at least half of my cash for next Sunday. I think is going to be the better buy point. But now some of these altcoins may run next week. I mean, who knows? I mean, if the stock market's taking a dump, who knows? Maybe they pull their money out of stocks. Maybe they roll it into, altcoins or something. I don't know. I mean, Ethereum right now is a perfect setup. You got a perfect 9 setup. It's holding the bottom of the cloud right here at this 1540 zone. I think that's pretty, for now, you got a doji candle. That's a bottoming candle right there. You got an extremely long tail. You're closing on the top 25% of the candle. According to Gareth Soloway, that's a bottoming candle, especially when you got a 9 attached to it and a buy perfection. It's pretty hard not to take that on a weekly basis. That's about as good as you're going to get. Now, I can't guarantee you're going to get, an up week next week because it is historically a bad week for the stock market. But if it wasn't for that, I'd probably be going all in. But, you've got to know historically where you're at, stock related too. I made that bad mistake December of 21. I wasn't watching the stock market. I should have been. If I had been watching on a monthly chart, it was screaming a 9 count. If you want to go over here to, let's go over here, find SPY. I just type in the SPY. Go monthly. Yeah, right here. There's monthly right here. This 9 bar. You see it down here on your candle, on your calendar. When I highlight this 9 candle, that's December of 2021. Had a perfect 9 count on Sequential. Now, this is a hack version, but it was the same thing on the other version too, I'm pretty sure. We could bring it up right quick. That's weekly. You just had a 9 weekly show up on July 9th, but you got to pull back off of it. Now you went up for 2 more weeks. Then you went down for your 4 count. Now you're getting a rally. Technically, you're on a down +1. I don't like that setup, but a lot of time that indicates weakness to me. But monthly, you've got a perfect 913. If you can see that or not, but 913. That's already for the month. I mean, you're only down almost 1%, but the month's not over yet. This could very easily roll over and get pretty catastrophic. If you look over here, this was your February 1st of 2021. I was looking over here, December of 2021. Your very next candle went down 5% for the month on the stock market. I think you made a little higher high in January briefly, and then it rolled over and didn't bottom out really until October of 22. Larry Williams called that perfectly on his forecast that he puts out. Best $200 I ever spent, but this would have been an amazing, bull run to be in. I missed most of it. I got in, I think, March to May, part of it. I got out around May 10th, I think. Missed June. June made 6%. July made 3%. There's 9% I missed. The next 2 months have been down. So I missed 9% of the move. Not the end of the world. I caught a decent part of it. Like I say, if I got in early March, there's 3%. Another 1%. And then May, it barely went up. I don't know exactly when I got out, but so like I say, all of these are on a weekly buy perfection setup. Epepi, Floki, Ethereum, Veracity, VRA. Yeah, they could have a bad week next week. They could dip down, a little bit more. GMT, this Balance, BAL, Gala looks really good. Gala has, that's the one that went up 104% after the last buy perfection. I can't guarantee it'll do it again, but I'm gonna try to get some money in it. If you go to Gala on a daily, they've got some bad news floating around with their, with the partnership or whatever's going on. But I mean, it looks like it's already bottomed out and it's starting back up right here. You've got your price bar flip +1 candlestick today, so you got a green number 1 above your candlestick, so that's indicating strength that you're going up. If this closes strong today, above 4 bars back, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think it would have to close above 0.0136, 0.01404 was the close on Binance. That's Binance's chart pack. I mean, I guess I could do, Coinbase has it now. Coinbase, pretty much the same thing. I mean, you're not getting the +1 on Coinbase. 1, 2, 3, 4. You still need to get above 0.02843 on Coinbase's price. So that could be a little bit of difference. I use Binance a lot because they're usually one of the first exchanges to list it. So, and then they definitely were on this one. Let's see if you hit your buy perfection. Let's see, it's gonna make a liar out of me on this one. March 10th was the last time it happened on this one. The very next one, it went down. So Coinbase may not work as good as Binance. I don't know. Here's one. Next candle went up, 4.7%. That was that weak one. So who knows? Maybe it works, maybe it don't. Magic, STX. Not seeing any on those. Here's one. STX, that went up just a fraction. Atom. These are dailies. Hang on, I need weekly. Yeah, let me look at weekly. Let's go back to that gala on a weekly on Coinbase. Alright, let's zoom in on this. And they haven't had it very long. They listed it back in the bull run, November 15th, 2021. I remember that week because I think I made like 300% on my money in like a week or two. Anyway, so here's the 9 right here, December 26th. You got 103%, almost 104. So yeah, it still works on Coinbase. I just on a daily time frame, and I should have been on a weekly. Obviously, you can make more money on a weekly chart. If you hold it longer, theoretically, you should make more money if you time it right. Here's that small move. This one here did pretty good. Here's a perfection. Did almost 29% in 7 days. That's phenomenal returns. But let's see, now Coinbase, you're not getting the -9. You got a 13 -3. Little discrepancy there. I don't know why you would have that much difference. If you go to Binance's gala, you're on a -9. So I don't know. That's a little shady. I like it when they all match up. Would be ideal. Atom looks perfect. Last time we had it, that went down on this one. That one didn't work. June 6th of 22. We were in a bad bear market at that time on stocks, and crypto did bounce. It did bounce nice, over the course of the next 9-10 weeks, maybe even 13, 14 weeks out of it, till you got a sell perfection. And then next week you went up a little higher. You went up 20%, actually higher. Now this one you sold off, but so it kind of calls the tops too. Looks like to me. I mean, it wasn't perfect. Like say you missed 20% right here, but it got you out. Would have got you out, before the big dip here. I mean, I don't know what percent that went down, but GMX, it's set up on a 9 perfection by perfection. LRC, it's set up for nice by perfection. Last time it hit was June 12th of 23. The next week it went up 13.5%. That's pretty good. I mean, that's a decent return. Right here's another one, January 2nd of this year. Next week it went up almost 27%. Now here's one, October 10th of 22. It went up. Yeah, the next week it went down 2%, but the very next week it went up 9%. This one it went up 20%. So most of the time it's calling your bottoms pretty close. Especially if you get this 913 together, that is money right there. You get the money flow with it, that is money. That literally prints money. That's when you got almost 27% in a week. If you held it, for what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, I mean, you made some good money off of that. Let's see. Price range. Let me see if it'll let me do it. If you say you bought the end of the week until this week, I can't see it. Let's say you got out. I can't see it. Dadgummit. Shrink it down where I can see it. Price range. Let's do this again. Right there. To the top, 127.9%. Now, nobody's going to get the top. So, say you sold at the close of the week, you still got 97% on your money. If you sold on a Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Time, you made 97%. That's buying on the Sunday, 7 p.m., selling on a Sunday, 7 days later, 97% on your money. I'd take that in a heartbeat if you could do that. Man, I wish you could do this every week, on these, but they're kind of hard to find, If you don't have this software, they're pretty hard to scope out. Like I said, I'm paying symbolic close to $200 a month for this software. The scan engine alone is, I think, $70. Larry Williams indicators are $40. The basic TD Sequential, I think, is $100. It gives you your 9 count, gives you price targets. I'm not getting paid a dime from Symbolic, so I don't have an affiliate link or nothing that I can share with you. Just symbolic.com, SYMBOLIK is how they spell it right here. You can check it out if you want. It's a little pricey, it's a little expensive, but I think it's worth it. I mean, it's made me money. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to find this on my own. You'd have to scroll through, countless different coins to look for it. I can do one scan over here with a click of this button. I can set it up. I have to go back. I mean, these are all my scans that I've got set up. I mean, I have way too many. I need to go through and delete them. But you click your little plus button over here, and I can show you how to do it right quick. Let me I'll do a 1A 9. I'm going to do one for a sell signal. So 9-week sell perfection. Okay. Now you can call it whatever you want. Just so you know what it is. So portfolio, I'm going to do crypto. I've got a crypto portfolio. You're going to go to weekly condition. Now you got to set up your condition first. I can show you how to do that sometime. But so here's a sell perfection. That's my sequential sell perfection. In the bar range, I really want it within 3 bars. And save. Run your scan. I don't think we have anything set up. And you got U.S. oil set up. Hit August 27th. That's probably why Mr. Gareth is looking at a short sell on oil on his channel. You definitely hit your 9, your 10, 11 bar. Could go to a 12, 13. It'd be better if you had a 913 set up, like this 13 over here, but right here's a perfect 913 example right there. Look at it. Next bar went down 1%. I mean, you're not going to get huge movement on oil. Now, here's a 7% bar. That's pretty big. That's pretty big movement for oil, but uh, like I say, you're extremely. This is your sell signal on Williams money flow, especially when that crosses above your red line here. That's a definite sell signal. You don't have that yet. I don't think you have a confirmed sell signal on it yet. Yeah, daily's getting close too. Daily's got a 913. That's really close to the top, most likely. You did cross above here. Had a nice little pullback. It actually went up right there. No, I guess that ticked up. Must have gapped up. He's thinking anywhere around 90 on U.S. oil. Well, I mean, this is a little different setup than your futures crude oil, but you can go over here, go to crude oil. CL_1 is how you look it up on this. You got a 913 also on it. It's up 1.85% today, but man, it's pretty close to short sell opportunity. It's extremely overvalued according to your Williams will value. This says you're overvalued compared. I got it set up to weight it against gold, GLD. But that's saying you're overbought big time, setting up for short action. Probably goes down next week, be my guess, sometime. And pretty much your SPY action, same thing. We could look at the ES minis. And I still think stocks go down next week. Daily, you're already on a 1 bar price flip down. That was a long setup that didn't work. Let me see the ES mini. See, now your futures of your S&P are going up today. That's a long setup. I don't know. They're just inverted of your. See, like if you were shorting the S&P, you're actually up today. I closed my position out yesterday, but that's a short sell right there, daily. Weekly, kind of same thing. You had your 9 over here. You made money weekly for 3 weeks. Kind of went flat right here. Yeah, your SH ticker symbol bets against the S&P 500, so you would have made money off this buy signal. That was a buy perfection too. Really? See, but I have a scan set up for that. I need to set up a scan for that. Let's do a buy perfection, not portfolio. I need a scan. Set that up. Let's do a 1A. We're going to call it 9-week buy perfection on CME. Okay. And we're going to do CME. We're going to do weekly. And then we're going to go down to sequential buy perfection within 3 bars. Save that. See, if I would have had this set up, I could have run my scan. No result, really. Really? Well, yeah, that's way past 3 weeks. So I missed that, but yeah, that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we change that to, say, 10 bars, that should show up. Dog's doing his scratch routine, but what you doing, Buggies? How about a 3-day long bar setup? Scan. All these are set up on 3-bar dailies. Bitcoin's one of them. Let's see, daily. Yep. 3-bar pullback. What happens? I've seen it. Big percentage. Unibot. And I bought some of it, I think. I got a bid in for it. Got most of it filled last night, I think. HIGH. Got some bids on Maker. It's going up strong. 3-day up 4%. Sushi not pulling back. Ultra UOS, it's kind of flat for the day. Bruin flat. No, it's up 4%. Render 1.5%. Injective. Vet. OP. TRX. That's down a little bit on a 4-bar. That's not a 3-day, but yeah, I like the looks of those. There's Bitcoin futures, I think. It won't load it for some reason. QRDO, it's showing whatever reason. This is not loading. Messed it up. I have to refresh it. There we go. Yeah. So there's Bitcoin on a 3-day pullback. Right here, down 0.9%, almost 1%. I'd look for a rally tomorrow, probably off this 26,000. I think tomorrow will be probably an update, but just look at it on a 240 minute, and that could pull back you out of this 25,700 zone. Could bounce off that 26,000, but that could definitely pull back a little more. But you got a 9 cell perfection on the 4-hour. Kind of went sideways for 4 hours and then breaking down right here. It's not a perfect day for Bitcoin, but they can't all be straight up days. You got to get a little bit of rest. Give it a little bit of rest, a little profit taken for your day traders. Your margin traders probably, they're getting wrecked. Getting liquidated most likely. Your CME, your Commitment to Trader report, COT, Commitment to Trader, CME group, it still looks like they're accumulating. Now, we don't have today's report out yet. I could make another video this afternoon on that if I have time. I'm going to try to go to a concert tonight, so may not have time this afternoon. But so this is your dealers. Last week's report, they've been accumulating since August 8th, August 15th. You can tell their net position's going up. Their short sell position, the red bars are retracing, going down. Your blue bars are going up. That tells me they're buying. They're accumulating. Now they reduced their long position 8% last week, but they also reduced their short position 25% last week. So That's telling me they're reducing their shorts more than they're reducing the longs. They're still net short of their position, but they probably will be until all the hedge funds and the bankers get loaded up on their allocation that they want to buy. But your public money is still long. They reduced their longs 11%. 4.6 here. They increased their shorts 2.8. I'd look for the dealers to bet against this money right here, probably, and this also, and the shorts. That's probably why Bitcoin's going up this week, but be my guess. On a weekly basis, you're up 1.6%. Not a lot. But the weekly looks pretty good. Pull this back up. That's daily. Go to weekly. See, you're on a weekly one bar. I call it +1. It's a price flip. Could be the start of a 9 count going up. There's my dove. He always likes to hang out on my chimney. He or she, I don't know which one. Maybe gender neutral. I don't know. I try not to judge. I try not to, label any animal. Here's another perfection on Bitcoin. It didn't work too good on Bitcoin that week. What was this? November 22? Yeah, that was. That should have been bull territory, man. But just trying to find some more examples of it. Here's one right here. That didn't work. Next week went down 22%. That was June 13th. That was your low, your 913 bar. That close to a 13, I'd probably wait for the 13. If I saw that again. Next week, 2%. But yeah, so Bitcoin's a little hit or miss. It doesn't move near as much as your altcoins. But, man, I saw that one on sand that one week. It was awesome. Where's it at? Sand on a weekly. I believe it was right here. Yeah, here's your 9 perfection. Next week went up 46% in 7 days. Man, wish I could have got a piece of that, but I just wasn't watching it. I didn't know that it would do that. I saw several that got set up in June of this year, I believe. June 12th. Here's one, Ruin. Let's see what it did. Next week, it did 20% in 7 days. I'd almost bet Render did the same thing. But Render led the pack kind of early. It didn't actually get one. It's had one here. August 7th. That one didn't work. That one went down 13% on Render. So it obviously doesn't work every time. Let's see what Solana's doing. It's on a -6. So Solana could go down another 3 weeks. I got some bids down here around this 1572. It's maybe put some more around this. What's that price? That's 1792. I think I've got some bids around that. Maybe even possibly 1703. Theta's on a -6. I don't like buying those. I love these 913s. That one did 18% in a week. Tomo, I don't even know what Tomo does, but it did have a 9 over here, perfection. Went up 2% next week. TRX, It's already on number 3 up week, 6% this week on a 13. But I think you could go ahead and complete out your 9 count before you see a significant pullback. And I'd watch out for this 9-cent region. Could hit this 10-cent zone. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit of an issue, probably. Unibot doesn't have enough data. Daily, you could get one. It had a 9 perfection here, and you started up 2 bars later, went up 17% in a day. And right here went up 23% in a day. A little pullback today. I think as long as it holds in this zone right here, 80 to 70 at the lowest. I think it continues tomorrow and the next week, most likely. You might not. You may only get your 4-day rally and then roll over. But Ultra's on a 3-day small correction, and weekly I believe it's on a -5. So that could still be problematic. Vet, it's on a 1-bar price flip weekly. Good 913 back in June. Vet went up almost 23.5%. It's up 12% this week. I would have preferred to see that 13 count complete. You got your plus bar, so that it didn't for some reason it didn't complete your 13 count yet. Yeah, you probably do it on your 3-bar, be my guess. If you go up 2 weeks and your 3-bar pulls back, you might get it. BRA, there's a perfection weekly. Wild, you had it right here. You haven't really done anything yet, so this may complete your 13 before you see any reversal. XRP on a -6. XTZ, 13 -7. That's not looking all that great. You got your perfection over here. Didn't work. YGG's on a -3. -3.5. That's kind of sketchy. It worked over here off this 913. Made 4%, made 20%. When was that, June? June 5th, yep. ZIL, -8. You got a perfection here. Haven't done anything off of it yet, but sideways to down. You're bouncing off this support right here at 0.01460 on ZIL. That'd be my bid. Could put in a Hail Mary bid right here at 0.01281. My roundup 2815. 0.01285 is probably what I'd try to do, because most time it doesn't hit it exactly. So if you get a little bit above it, you got a better shot at getting filled. You may not get the exact bottom, but I think that's a good thing to do. But so anyway, I'll keep this video a little short, end it, and might see what the COT report does this afternoon. We'll catch y'all later.